Alright guys, this is going to be my intro video to the Escalation 2013 tournament I went to. It took place on the 27th of October 2013. It was 2,500 points. It was just a one-day event, 3 games, 2.5 hours per game. But most importantly, it was an uncomped tournament. Now this kind of worried me. At 2,500 points going in uncomped, gonna see some pretty filthy lists. So, without further ado, let's look at what I brought. Okay, so this was basically my main unit. I wasn't going to take the characters separately because it was kind of pointless. So basically, my lords and heroes went as this. I had an Archmage level 4. He was running high magic. He had the Book of Oath, Crown of Command, and the Bard of Steed. Now his basic job for this entire tournament was to make the Silverhelm unit stubborn, which he did, and to increase the ward save by casting magic, which he did. Now, the Archmage level 4 high magic Book of Oath combination is amazing. And +5 to cast and get to reroll a single dice every time you cast and dispel. Pretty much means you can like one dice most spells in the high magic lore. The only problem with that is, well, I'll leave that to my sort of final thoughts video because there is problems with this build, and I'll get to that at the end of the tournament in my summary video. So, apart from the level 4 with the customary BSB, he's a noble. He was front on the left of this picture. He had dragon armor, a lance, the enchanted shield, a barded steed, luckstone, and an iron curse icon. And basically what that gave him was a 1-up armor save with a 1-time reroll, a 6-up ward save, which became higher with casting magic. He had 2+ ward save against flaming attacks because dragon armor. And he also had a 6-up ward save against war machines for him and the whole unit, again, which got higher with every magic casting. So basically, you can see what I'm trying to build here. It's just a unit you can't get points out of. It's got decent armor. It's you can't really hit it with war machines. It's pretty good in combat, it's where it wants to be, and it was kind of effective to that end. And then on the front row, right of this picture, there's another noble. He's basically there for 2 reasons. One, to add a magic weapon and a bit of hitting power into the unit after the round of the charge. But more importantly, he's there to push the wizard to the 2nd rank. So the front rank is going to comprise the full command and the 2 nobles, meaning my archmage can sit safely in the 2nd rank and he can't just be picked out and killed. And that noble had dragon armor because it's like the best buy for a noble for 10 points. It's absolutely amazing. Shield, ogre blade, dragon helm, barded steed. Now the dragon helm's kind of wasted points because I already have a 2-up ward save against flaming, but what it did is it bumps my armor up to a 1-up, and when you toughness 3, a 1-up save really makes a difference over a 2-up save. So that basically gives him the same as the other noble. He has a 1-up he's got no reroll. He's a 6-up ward, 2-up ward against flaming, but he is strength 6 all the time, as opposed to just on the charge. And he has that magic weapon to pop any ethereal things that try and block this unit. And the same picture, they're all sitting in a unit of 15 silver helms, full command and shields. Why you'd ever run them without the shields, I have no idea. But yeah, that's that unit. And just to round up my heroes, I had another noble. He was on an eagle. He has dragon armor, sword of might, the charm shield, and the golden crown. Now this guy, he only has a 3-up armor and a 6-up ward, so he's not survivable. He only has 3-up. He only has 3 strength 5 attacks. He gets to reroll to hit because he's always strikes first, high initiative. But this guy's job basically, if you look at his build there, is the charm shield, so he ignores the first hit on a 2-up, and then he has the golden crown, which ignores the first wound on a 2-up. Which basically, I've built this guy to bounce 2 cannonballs and then go after war machines. This is his job. He is my anti-Kadai character because he's got the 2-up ward save against flaming, because of dragon armor. He can't be thunderstomped, so he's pretty decent at taking down Kadais, and he's going to just go war machine hunting and chaff hunting. Basic job of an evil noble. He's quite expensive, but I put him in the list because I think he has a place. Rounding out my core then, I had 2 units of 15 archers. Both are Banner Musician. Banner Musician, there are obvious reasons. The Musician for Swift Reforms, and the Banner's there for Blood and Glory. My special then looks like this. So I have 2 units of 5 Shadow Warriors, which I think the front unit there actually looks pretty damn good in this photo. You can tell that the camera decided to focus on them. And of course I've got the big, fuck you unit of 30 White Lions, full command of the Banner of the War Dragon. Now, I want to just take a little bit of time to talk about the Banner of the War Dragon just for a few seconds. Now, everyone's going on about how it's like the most broken piece of like war gear ever. And I'll admit, if you're running certain builds, then yes, it is. But the builds that, are scared by the Banner of the War Dragon is things like Warriors of Chaos, or Demons, or Vampire Counts. And I find it hard to feel sorry for people when they have the Noble Demon Prince who can't do any wounds to this unit. If I was running the Noble Demon Prince, I wouldn't really have any place to whinge about the Banner of the War Dragon. So, and the ironic thing is the things that the White Lions are really weak against, like hordes of toughness 3, strength 3 guys with just plenty of strength 3 attacks, don't have magical attacks anyway, so the banner does nothing. So while I admit that the Banner of the War Dragon does have it's ridiculously underpriced, it should be like 55 points, so then it has to go into BSB. I just don't think it's as bad as everyone makes it out to be when you think about it realistically. So that's my little rant about the Banner of the War Dragon over. But this is uncomped, so I was going to put it in anyway because there's going to be some filth there and I need a bit of filth to counteract their filth. And again, this is just a bit of a close-up on this unit of White Lions. Now, if you watch my last video, the battle report against the Dark Elves, my warm-up game, you'll notice that I was saying I played that warm-up game on a Wednesday, I recorded it on the Friday, and the tournament was on the Sunday. The White Lions on the Friday were sprayed black. So this is how they ended up looking, and I think considering I painted these in like half a day, they came out looking pretty good. So I just wanted to get a bit of a close-up on that picture, but it doesn't quite do them justice, I don't think. Not the best looking unit in the world, but for like half a day's work, I think that's pretty damn good. My rare looks like this. It's basically just quite standard high elf rare. 2 eagles for redirecting and sort of chaff hunting, war machine hunting, all that kind of malarkey going on. And then 4 bolt throwers, because they're so cheap, so good. Like, why would you not, take 4 bolt throwers? So just a bit of an overshot of the whole unit there, the whole army. I think it's not bad considering I painted the whole thing start to finish in 3 weeks. I did, kind of plan a month and then forgot that I was going like on holiday for a week, like the week before the tournament. So I kind of like shot myself in the foot by only giving myself actually 3 weeks rather than a month. But I got it all finished and in time for the tournament, which was important. Going into the tournament, I'd quite like to basically just finish with more wins than losses. That's my always minimum aim is I like to finish with more wins than losses. I'd like to do well, but I know for a fact that there's some very, very good players going to this tournament. And in all honesty, this is my first indie tournament. Now, for those that aren't sort of aware of what the indie tournaments are, it's basically tournaments that are not run by Games Workshop. In the UK, it's called the indie tournament scene. Now, I've been to a fair few Games Workshop run tournaments, and this is a whole different breed. Without being insulting to anyone really, but the people that go to like the Throne of Skulls tournaments are not like tournament grade players. There's 1 or 2 that go just because either it fell on an open weekend or they're the good players that are new to the tournament scene. I kind of put myself into that bracket there. I'm a pretty decent player, but the tournament scene is still kind of new to me. So it attracts a certain breed of player that isn't the cream of the crop, so to speak. These indie tournaments really do attract the cream of the crop in terms of tournament players. So it's going to be very difficult going into my first tournament with an army that I've played 2 games with and I've never taken a tournament before. It's a pretty good army. I'm confident in some matchups, and like most things, completely scared of some matchups. Real quick, if you want to know the armies I want to face, is Warriors. Warriors of Chaos, I would happily play them 3 out of 3 games on the Sunday. I really feel like my list is, I wouldn't say tailored, but it's got all the tools I need to beat warriors and demons and vampire counts, even ogres to some extent. Armies I don't want to face: dark elves, Skaven, orcs and goblins. Yeah, anything with just tons and tons of models and lots and lots of low strength stuff. That's the problem with high elves, is because we don't have the models and we're only toughness 3. If you can hit high elves, or any elves for that matter, with lots and lots of low strength stuff, they just die quickly. If you've got lots of high strength stuff, it doesn't tend to do as much because you normally don't have as many attacks with it. But lots and lots of low strength attacks and shooting and magic and stuff is really going to worry me. So best matchups is warriors, demons, and vampire counts, I think. Worst matchups: dark elf, Skaven, and orcs and goblins. Those 3 are not in any particular order. Those are just what I was talking about on the day before with the group of friends I went down with. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. Again, just made this video so at the start of each battle report I don't have to go through my army list and just see, adds like 5 minutes onto each video or whatever. So stay tuned. Hope you enjoy the coming battle reports, and please put comments below about what you think of my army and how you think I'm going to do, all that kind of stuff, and I'll try and get back to you. So alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye.